It's so easy to look at someone and think they have it all together. Their life isn't breaking down like yours. They have a family, they have kids, they have a nice job. They can afford those extra things. They have a nice house. But deep down, you're not really sure what people are going through. And for the longest time, I've held this image that I have a perfect life. I have a nice house, I have degrees and kids, but beneath it all, sometimes life just gets way too much. Part of me didn't want to open up about this because I present a life that's pretty good, but vulnerability is key because other people are going through these things, and I want them to know that they're not the only one in the situation. Every winter, I get seasonal affective disorder, and it just gets so bad. But this winter was the worst, and I spiraled out of control. I was still present for my kids, and I was still serving at my church, but inside, my life was just imploding. I had a lot going on the last couple of years. I got fired from 2 jobs within a year of each other, almost to the exact day. And with one of those jobs, I got a severance package. But I was in a spiral, so I went on a betting game and gambled it all away. I was left with nothing. I couldn't believe I spiraled that far, and I just wanted everything to end. I feel like I failed my family. I feel like I failed future me. I feel like I failed you guys because you listen to my podcast about God and about finances, and that's not either one of those. But the one thing that kept coming up in my head was that I am loved and that through God, I am enough. In these moments where you just feel like you failed so bad, there's no coming back, this is when you really have to remind yourself that Jesus shows grace and He is love. He is what we need to cling on to in these moments of despair. He provides for us. He shows us His grace even when we make stupid financial decisions, or we think we ruined our entire life by gambling all of our money away. It's little things like that that really put it back in perspective of what's important. Time and time again, God keeps showing me that money means absolutely nothing if I don't have Him. As much as I messed up, I was able to go back and reflect and realize that it's not about the money. It's about the fact that I didn't trust God, and I thought that I could control the outcome of my finances myself. I'm known as someone who helped other people with their finances, and I'm really good at helping people build plans to get their lives together. And this whole time, I felt like a fake because one bad decision, and I lost all my money. It made me question a lot. Like, am I a fake? Why should I be doing a podcast focused on money and God when I haven't even been able to trust in Him? I felt like such a failure, and I didn't want to continue. I planned and paid for a vacation before I lost all my money. I wanted to cancel it because I felt like I didn't deserve to be happy or break out of the depression because I messed up too bad. Something told me that these thoughts I was having were from the enemy. I ended up going on vacation, and I was able to get some sun and try to crack out of this depression. And that's what I call it, because it's basically like trying to escape from a dark place and get out of the shell of what the depression was turning me into. When the depression gets so bad, you need to force yourself to do things you don't want to do. It was so hard for me to just get out of bed, but the whole time I was in bed, I was resenting myself for being in my room when I should be out in the sun. It took about 2.5 days of rotting in my bed and forcing myself out for 20 minutes at a time to get sun until I finally had enough energy to explore and do things I really love to do while on vacation. I found one of those e-scooters that Uber has, and I just scooted around all over the place and just remembered how much joy there is in the world when you're not just in this depression. When life gets too much, you first need to go to God and tell Him, hey God, life's getting way too much right now, and I know I have you, but how is this going to get any better? Do you realize through that prayer that you aren't the one that can fix things? It's God that can fix them, and you have to look for little opportunities that God's giving you. When life gets too much, you need to focus on gratitude. Being grateful for the family that you can reach out to or friends that are willing to take you out for lunch. You have to force yourself to get out of bed and do something. do some exercise, try to get something in your stomach. You have to force yourself to shower, brush your teeth, stay on a schedule. When life gets too much, the noise just feels so loud and you don't know what to do with it. And then that's when God is wrapping his arms around you so tightly, and you won't see that until you're out of it, but you're gonna see it and it's gonna be so beautiful. Every time I've been in a dark place and I've gone out, I've just looked back and I see how God put the pieces together. In this instance, I saw how God planned a vacation for me when he knew that that was what I needed. When life gets too much, it's important to have a support system. That's where having a church family is really important, and having people, maybe a small group, that you can trust with these big emotions and these big feelings, because they're real. Right before I was fired, I bought a plane ticket for my dad to visit me, and he'll be here this weekend. And it'll help me even more to feel like myself. That's just another instance of where God knew. He planned. I needed something, and he provided it for me before I even knew I needed it. Okay, I know that was a lot for you guys. Thank you for listening to me opening up about the dark parts of my life, because it's not all super pretty. I hope you continue trusting me in this journey, because I will always be honest about what I'm going through in hopes that I can help other people. If life is feeling like too much for you right now, please reach out to someone, even if it's just me. I will stop anything I'm doing to help you, because feeling this way is the worst feeling in the world. There is also the suicide helpline, which is 988. Call it if you need it. You are too important and too special to leave this world too soon because it feels like too much. Trust God, trust a friend, trust a therapist. You're going to get through this just like I did. Thanks for spending this time with me and talking about these situations. I love you, and I can't wait until next time I get to talk to you.